I'm Ed Massey of Massey Yacht Sales and Service. Myself and Jose Torres, also with Massey Yacht Sales, have put together a series of videos that takes you through all the steps involved in the commissioning and custom outfitting of a new Catalina 445. These videos start with the new Catalina 445 arriving at Sneed Island Boat Works in Palmetto, Florida. The series of videos will end with the 5 days of Massey owner orientation at Regatta Point Marina, also in Palmetto, Florida. We hope you will find this series of videos educational and enlightening. These videos will be posted on the Massey YouTube channel and the Massey website. If you find these videos of interest and would like to view additional Massey videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Feel free to contact me directly at 941-725-2350 or at edwardm@masseyyacht.com.
We're here at beautiful Regatta Point Marina, and Ed is here hard at work on our new Catalina 445. They're starting to gauge the davit system. You can see it all here. Came in today, so guys are working hard at it. That's the old davit set. Ed is over here getting things kind of measured up. I understand we also have our sails that came in. Hey Ed, so it looks like we're starting to see more change on our beautiful 445. Tell us what's going on.
Right. So in our last video segment, we were at Sneed Island Boat Works, stepping the rig and finishing the bottom paint, getting the underwater lights done. And since then, and of course finishing the bottom paint, since then Sneed Island Boat Works launched the boat. April and I brought the boat to Regatta Point here to its slip. Then Ted Wyrack with Innovative Marine has been working steadily on the boat, pulling wires. Lots of wires, about a mile of wire, I think, to look at it on the inside. And he's still pulling more wires today because we have lots of custom work to do on the boat. So today we're going to go ahead and in a few moments, the buyers of the boat are going to arrive and we're going to bend on the sails. After we bend on the sails, we're going to kind of do a walkthrough down below of where some of the custom items are going to be placed so that we're all on the same page. And we're real concerned always about communication with the boat buyers, the new owners. We want to make sure that we're all in agreement of how we do the work, where items go, and how they're going to function. So that's going to be today's segment.
So Ed, tell us a little bit about, we're starting to see some of the stainless work.
So Lippincott Marine Canvas does all of our custom Bimini Dodgers, solar panel frames, custom work. And if you'll notice, this is all 1 1/4 inch tubing. The factory builds their rails out of 1 inch tubing, but we like to, particularly when we know we're going to do solar, or any boat that has a very wide Bimini, we like to go to the 1 1/4 inch tubing on the frames because it just makes everything so much stiffer, and you don't end up with a 1 inch tubing here that might droop a little bit. And you notice we put a crown on everything, so it looks straight across, but in fact there's a bit of a crown. That way the water rolls off the canvas. So the next step on the Bimini Dodger is to install the canvas. Lippincott's just about got that finished in the sewing room, and then he'll come down and custom fit everything. And then anything that doesn't look just right, he'll take the canvas off, he'll make some marks on it, kind of like a tailor, like a London Seville roll tailor that marks up a suit for a customer, so it's a custom fit. And that's how we do every one of our Bimini Dodger packages. It's a custom tailored fit. He'll also bring the covers for the instrument, for the helm wheels. We'll have covers that cover all of the nav instrument so that the UV isn't getting to any of this. And of course you can see we've already got a big cover here, and this cover is lined, and underneath this cover is the T cockpit table. The windshield will be polycarbonate, so it won't have any distortion in the radiuses. And of course we build a really nice cover for the windshield, and that should all be done probably, today is Friday, so I would say Monday or Tuesday we'll go ahead and start putting the canvas on. And actually we're happy that we have this all open when we bend on the sails, because we need to communicate with each other and not have any distractions or obstructions. So the timing, the sequence of the timing is kind of important, and we think we're about where we should be.
Let's kind of get on board and take a look around and see what else is changed since we got on board. So a couple of nice things about Catalina. Should you notice your aft railing comes all the way to the boarding gate. You know, in the older boats or other designs, you don't have stainless steel railing going on. They stop about here, and then you have stainless steel lines, kind of like you see going forward here. The most difficult transition on any boat when you're sailing is getting out of the cockpit and into the deck, into the weather deck, because that's where you have to either bend over the bimini to get under. You may be bending over the Dodger to get your leg up into the weather deck, and a lot of times having a solid surface to lean on when you're doing that is better. Also, Ed came up with some pretty interesting innovations that we'll show you once they get the canvas work done, that helps you even create more safety at sea. So let's take a walk around deck, take a look at what are some of the things that have changed since our last video. Let's check them out. So the rigger has been working constantly to get all of the halyards for the sails, the setup for the roller furler lined up, the locks on the anchor, install the brand new Rognet anchor with stainless steel swivel. What we have here are the two brand new Doyle sails that are going to be installed today. The rigging has not been completely tuned. It's been partially tuned because they have to get the sails on the boat before they complete that process. They installed a track for the Selden track. This is for the spinnaker pole. That's where it's going to sit and ride and run all the lines. They finished setting up the lines at the base of the mast and running the mast. So all the lines can be controlled from the cockpit. Plenty of safety at sea. A couple other nice things that Ed does on the yachts. This system for the roller furler. So this normally is a loose shackle tied to the base of the stanchion, but Massey orders this clamp-on style rollers which keep the line secure. It provides a stable channel for the roller furler line, the retrieval line, to be run out, and it creates very little friction. It works really, really good. You can see going up the mast, all the electronic, all those were set up before the mast went up the step. And right now the owner is here, and Ed is here, and Ed's been pulling all sorts of wires through the boat. As you heard from Ed, trying to get everything to the right place. And today part of the conversation is location for the installation of the equipment. So let's take a listen.
Let me introduce everybody to Roger Leonard. Roger is he and his wife Carol are experienced sailors and currently own a boat that we're going to sell for them. And they're buying this boat, or they bought the boat, and we're outfitting it to the custom specs that they're asking for to make the boat appropriate for offshore blue water cruising. When we're finished, the boat actually could go just about anywhere in the world that you decide you want to go. So this is Roger. If you'd like to say a word or two, Roger.
This has been a wonderful experience with working with Ed and his team. His attention to detail is off the charts. He's just so easy to work with, and he and his team have walked us through this whole process just perfectly. Listening to all of our desires, our needs, and are customizing the boat in a way that it's not going to be a custom boat after this is done. It's going to be really a custom boat. So we just are enjoying the experience with Ed and his team.
So what we're going to do next is go ahead and bend on the sails. Now it's gotten a little breezy. Actually, it's been atypically breezy in Florida right into the summer months here. But Ted and I have done this many times, so we'll be able to get the sails on. As long as the boat is facing south, and as long as the breeze is coming from the east or the west, we can bend on the sails safely. If the wind were coming out of the north, then we would have to wait for another day. But we're okay, and so we're gonna get started here in just a moment with bending on the sails.
All right, gang, so let's take a look inside. You can see that the companionway doors have been completely done. They put C-Toll on the doors and had them reinstalled on the boat. So let's check out what's been going on. So the rigger has been working diligently, getting the work done. You can see all the tools are still laying around. There's still work going on. They're still running cables, but the galley's already unpacked. The TV has been installed. Fans have been installed. They're working here on the panel, getting some of the new electronics. Looks like they're doing some work right here on the battery switches. Looks like we got our breakers for genset and air conditioner, the tank monitors, etc. So there's still a lot more electronics that are going to be installed on the boat. So the rigger still has, and the electrician got more work to do. Coming back here to the V-berth, they get the transducers installed and wired. That's depth, speed, temperature. The head looks completely unpacked, so nice and neat. They got the teak tray, pour tray installed, so things are looking good inside of the cabin. You can still see here all the boxes. There's more wiring to be run. This boat is getting a lot of equipment. This is our teak table. This is a Catalina special. You can unfold it and turn it into a larger table to really make it work for the salon. But when you're not, you can just fold it in and you have a nice cocktail table. Nice finish. It's a teak table, and you can lower it to turn that in full berth, full double berth. Checking out the head, everything looks unpacked. The teak tray has been installed. Everything is looking good. The panel is removed because it's still running wires to the back, to the cabin. Coming into the starboard side cabin, there's still work going on here. You can see the wires running to the back there. And if we come over to the port side cabin, our washer's there installed. We have a wine cooler on this boat. Refrigerator and stove have the plastic removed, and here we're still storing a lot of cushions and fenders and such, waiting until we get all of the work done. So in this layout, you can lower that second half and turn it into a double berth, which is very nice. And there you have it, folks. More work still going on the commissioning of the 445. There's still a lot of work to be done inside. All right, we're going to start the process of getting the sail that is here to help with that initial process. So that is just getting the lines ready and getting things out of the way to set our sails for the first time.
By the way, here's your whisker pole. I don't have the toggle on it yet, the pole, but
You know, based on other than in the olden days, you know, you'd have like
lines.
lines,
No, it's
yeah.
you know,
3 lines, and
you know, we try to apply the KISS system to everything.
yeah, that's right.
You know. Find this way around the swivel if you don't get it out of the way. So what I usually do is I take it and I flip it just behind the spreaders, and that secures it completely out of the way, you know, when you want to use it. Okay. And you can make that spin it higher. There you go. Let's keep watching.
What percent?
I don't know, 135 it looks like. I'm guessing. I didn't see the work order. You'd have to ask Ed on that.
I can look it up.
All right, so what's going to happen is I'm going to get up in the bow and feed the sail into the trap while it's hoisting. Okay. So what you guys might want to just get after the sail. The sail's going to blow that way. And because we have a piling right there, you'll notice April's on the leeward sheet, just to capture the sail right away.
Ed is using the electric winch to help lift the sail up. So what do you think of the process?
Special sentimental time with the hoisting of the sail. Very excited.
You guys happy?
We're so happy because we're not having to do this ourselves.
Well, that's it.
This team is great. They just make it so easy.
It's a learning experience.
We just hope we never have to do that. But we wouldn't know.
Don't try to hold on the wind, it's going to pull you over. Yeah. While they're doing the raising of the sail, they're trying to keep it off the piling because of the wind shift a little bit. So that's a little bit up. Okay, we're getting ready to get the main up. We have to use the outhold. This is an MS Erling sail.
2 plates here. There's a you push this button in and slide it away.
Taking the plates off here.
Yeah, we take those 2 plates off.
All in the water.
Main halyard is here. It's a halyard swivel. Okay. The sail's going to get connected to that shackle there.
It's such a, I'm surprised at the size of that shackle. It says it's smaller than I would have imagined.
Well, yeah, it's not a lot of load on the main.
Well, I guess not.
Not much. It's just really holding the sail up. It's not like a generator where you're loading it up, trying to, you know.
Okay. I hadn't really thought about that.
Yeah. And right here, you see you have this in ratchet. You see where it says ratchet and free. Ratchet means it only goes in. All right, it stops. I'm freeing it up so that I can maneuver this piece around for myself here.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so if you're using a traditional main, then the halyard would be bigger because it's got more load on it.
Well, yeah. Once again, it's all in the left tape, you know, so it's really and it's very, very strong. I mean, that's all been engineered by it.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Everything's engineered.
Is hole number 45?
No, 145.
145.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So they've got it down to a size.
Well,
now.
Selden Mass is the largest spar manufacturer in the world.
Yeah.
And I deal directly with their engineers regularly, and they're really good people. And they're always the feedback. If I see an issue, I let them know, and they're right back to me. It's a great company.
It's incredible how many yacht manufacturers have moved to Sailboat. They must have 80% of the worldwide market share.
They have a lot. Yeah.
At least they.
I've been dealing with them for over 35 years.
Oh, wow. Yeah, even Island Packet.
They're a little more money, but you know.
Yep.
It's really good. Thank you.
What do you think about the carbon masks?
The what?
The carbon masks.
Well, it depends on. If they have their place, you know. There's a lot of less weight off. The thing is, they're very particular that you have to build it the way you want it. You can't modify it or drill it.
Yeah, right.
But once you get it, that's the way it is.
One of those things, don't loose the shackle. All right, sails are completely installed.
We hope you have enjoyed these videos showing how we commission a new Catalina. Massey offers the yacht owners the opportunity to spec out many custom installations in addition to the various Catalina factory options. If you find these videos of value and would like to view additional Massey videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Feel free to contact me directly at 941-725-2350 or at edwardm@masseyyacht.com. And remember, Catalina yachts are uniquely American with a strong focus on performance, safety at sea, and enduring value. They are overbuilt and underpriced, and that's why Catalina yachts are the sailor's choice.